that's the name of the game. Keep running, keep striving, maintain the same hunger, that fire, that burning desire. In this long run, I'm reaching higher, live. Long run, yeah, long game. Through the struggle, through the pain, I keep my eyes on the prize, never lose sight. In this marathon of life, I'm running through the night.
Well. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning one more time. Hey, look here. Y'all know who I am. It's Piano Man. Welcome to the morning run by way of the long run with Piano Man. Hey, just good to be here. Roll Tide. Good morning to the whole long run nation. Just glad to be here, man. 46 days, DSGB 84. 46 days, Latoya Billingsley. 46 days to my man, Stephen Hicks. 46 days. Can you dig it? Can you feel it? Do you understand it? Let me tell you something. I'm so ready. I'm so ready till I almost got banned this morning talking with Stephen. Good morning, Clinton Howard. Roll Tide. Good morning, DSGB 84. Represent them Bulldogs. What's up with you? Good morning, Latoya Billingsley. She says she can dig it. I can dig it too. Roll Tide. I can feel it. Good Lord. Y'all, my glasses are so, and listen, my glasses hadn't been anywhere but right here in this little studio part. And man, it is, today is just our preview show. We kicking off media days. We having our preview show every morning from 8 to 9. Because I want everybody to be able to watch the SEC Media Day if that's your thing. And then we'll come back on later on after the media day is over. We're going to do a recap of what was said, what was this, and this, that, and the third. Now, the day is going to be fireworks day, but before I do that, I got to do something. Stephen, I think you're going to like this, sir. I think you're going to like this. You know what? I want y'all to be careful what you say here on Facebook. Good morning, Gwen. Good morning. I want you to be careful. Roll Tide. Good morning, Gwen, and Roll Tide to you. I want you to be careful what you say here in these chats, and everything, because I made a statement, and it was an innocent statement, and I'm not going to repeat what I said because I don't want nobody, as I look back on it, I should not have said it, or I should not have framed it that way. I was talking with someone as I was doing it, and they just said, look, just rephrase it. Well, that's what YouTube asked me to do too. So be careful what you say, because you will get an alert saying it's possibly spam, whatever. And if it's offensive, they're going to flag you, okay? I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I wouldn't be a good leader if I didn't tell you, okay? So, yes, no divas allowed, yes, but be careful with that warrior thing and the words that you use and the sentence structure and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, I told Stephen, I feel like suiting up and just playing for the Tide myself. And so the way I feel, listen, this is what I want, Dwight. Good morning to you, to my producer, Dwight, and all of y'all that's in the chat. This is what I expect from the Alabama Crimson Tide this year. Can I show y'all what I expect? I expect this from their opponent. Throw in the towel. I want everybody we play to throw in the towel. Y'all see it, don't you? Throw in the towel. That's what I want. That's what I expect. I want. Throw in the towel. They done beat us so bad, you know. Stephen, my power's gone off 3 times. Hopefully it stays on. Okay, Stephen, man, it's hot. That's what's going on, man. It's hot. That grid is hot. It's hot outside, man. It's hot. Ours does that. It's called power surging. It does that from time to time. It's hot, brother. It's hot. These air conditioners going off, being running it. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So good morning, Nicole. What the business is? You know what the business is. You know what's up. What's up, Nicole? Nicole, this is my new thing. Larry Large. This is it. I want everybody. I want every opponent we play. By the time the beginning of the third quarter roll around, this is what I want. I want them to throw in the towel. What's up? What's up, Nicole? Double L, you see that, don't you? Y'all see me, don't you? Ever so often, you got to throw in the towel. Yeah, buddy. You got to throw that towel in. I surrender. I give up. You the better team. Throw in the towel. Ain't nothing wrong with throwing in the towel. When you done got beat, you got to throw in the towel. Ain't that right, Steven? Ain't that right, Nicole? Ain't that right, Gwen? What about it, Clinton? DSGB84. What about don't you want to make them throw in the towel? What about it, Gwen? Make them throw it in. Make them quit. Make them throw in the throw in the towel. Tap on out. Y'all know about that kind of stuff. Come on now, we all grown up in here. Y'all know what that mean. That mean I surrender. I give up. No mas. I ain't no match for you. I ain't no match. I give up. Make them tap out. Thank you. I'm glad somebody with me. Somebody caught on. Make them tap out. Make them quit. Sometimes you just got, Gwen, you better tell them. Sometimes you just got to surrender. Throw that towel in there, player. Live to fight another day. Oh, my goodness. Man, I told y'all, Piano Man going to have some fun when he on here. I don't care who it'll be. I'm going to have me some fun. I'm telling you, sometimes you got to throw that towel in now. Look here, you better learn to live long enough. And you better learn to know when it's time to throw in the towel. You need to just let it. I'm like Teddy Pendergrass now. Sometimes you better know when to let it go. Yes, sir. You better know when to let it go. I'm telling you now, sometimes I'm with Gwen now. Sometimes you just have to surrender. You just need to come out with your hands up. I ain't lying to you. You better come out with your hands up now. I'm just saying, it is what it is. Good morning. 20 of y'all in the chat. That's right, Larry Large. Make them quit. Got to make them quit, man. You got that right. Throw in the towel. And if you don't have a towel, look for one. Shucks. Use your head if you have to. Just throw that bad boy in. That's what I expect Alabama to do to all his opponents. Make them throw that towel in. Throw the towel in. I'm just saying, throw in the towel. We'll understand. Now that might not help you none, but I'm just saying, it is what it is. And see, that's what you got to do. You got to make your opponent throw the towel in. Man, keep applying that pressure to that bad boy. Now, I better rephrase it because I don't want to get flagged on YouTube. Come on, LaToya. You better, and I was going to say that you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing is done. I ain't lying to you now. Y'all better hear me. Y'all better hear me. I want to thank y'all for yesterday. Let me tell you something. I went back and went through the comments and everything. Man, y'all had this chat lit up last night. My goodness. We were heading, I will say this, and I know this may not mean much, but when you're in a good conversation and everything, just just doing what we were doing, we were heading towards let's put it this way. We were at 545, 545 comments. Man, I love it. I love it. Nobody disrespected anybody. Everybody was respectful. We had a good conversation going. 545 comments. I like that. Like I said, to some people that may not mean much, but to Piano Man, that means the world. Thank you for conversation. Thank you for good conversation. And yeah, we were talking about the Alabama Crimson Tide. We were talking about it's day one of SEC Media Day. Welcome to day number 2 of SEC our kickoff preview show. Today is day number 2, and we're just glad that you're here. I'm glad that my producer's here, and I'm glad that every one of you are here with us. And we're just gonna talk today just for a few minutes and everything. I'm gonna do just what I did yesterday, and at 9 o'clock, 8:57, something like that, we're gonna be out of here so we can get our snacks together or whatever it is, your beverage of choice. We're gonna do all of that. So and I want to thank you, Stephen, for bringing that up. I want to thank you for I want to thank here we go, 200. I have 265 subscribers. I'm up to 265. I gotta 265 subscribers. I'm appreciative of that. So, I need about, what's it, 40, 30, 35 more. Yeah. Come on. I need like 35 more subscribers. Hold on for a minute. Come on. I need 35 more subscribers, and we will be at 300. And I'm so appreciative. So, but so for all listeners, lookers, and lurkers, hey, don't just don't stand on the sideline. Get on in there and subscribe. Now, the only thing we just ask is that when you come in, just be respectful. Now we're gonna have a good time, regardless. But just be respectful. That's it. Now, somebody asked about what is this flagging on YouTube. I said something that I was actually just talking with Steven and just having a friendly conversation, and it was a statement that I made, which I'm not going to repeat what the statement was and everything, but YouTube did not find the statement very funny. And so, but I had to reword my statement, and so they found it offensive of what I said, not meaning any harm, not even meaning it in a literal way. It was just a figure of speech, and but they did not appreciate my statement. So that's what that flag is about. The flag was from something that I said, and so I don't know if you see the statement or not. If you can see it, then you'll see what the problem is. But if not, don't worry about it. That was from me, and I take full ownership of it. I take full accountability, responsibility for it. I just should have worded something just a little different, but we're living in a time now that you have to be careful what you say. I didn't think that I couldn't say that. I'm just, like I said, I'm just from a different era. Certain things, now don't get me wrong, certain things that we didn't say even back in the gap, but the old football player in me came out, and I just said something and they flagged it. So, but let's move on from that. We're here, we're having fun. Hey, look at him. We are what, 46 days away? And we roll. Yeah, we roll it. 46 days and we roll. You know, I'm just saying. It's just time to get with the getting. Okay. Good morning, Anitra. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Anitra, let me tell you something. This is what I expect from all the Alabama Crimson Tide opponents this year. You see what I got in my hand, Anitra? I got a white towel. And guess what? By that third quarter, I want to see them do this, and then I want to see them throw in that towel. I want to see them throw in the towel. I want to see them give it up. Yeah, that's right, Stephen. Florida State, you first. But anyway, that's the new thing now, Anitra. That's what I've been so tickled about. Sometimes you got to make them say, I surrender. I just give on up. Throwing in the towel. That's it. Throw in the towel. Yeah. So Anitra, that's it. And I understand DSG, and that's all I meant. You saw what I said and everything. So if you see it, it's okay and everything. And and it got flagged and it was my bad. And so I take responsibility for it. But man, gee whiz. But it is what it is. So, but we him. Let's move on. Welcome to day number 2 of SEC Media Day. Today, man, it's gonna be some fireworks today. I'm telling you, today is Tuesday, July the 15th, in the year of our Lord 2025. Check this out. Number 1 on the list today, nobody but Hugh Hefner Freeze. Kirby Smart. Number 2, Josh Heupel and the Sark. Yeah, buddy. It's gonna be a wang dang doodle today. You're gonna have all up. Listen, I can hear it now. And that's why I'm gonna get y'all up out of here ahead of time so we can all watch it and everything. And I'm gonna be recording some things. And Jermaine, I fell asleep. I took a nap on Brian Kelly. I really did. That was boring. Boring. I don't think, I got you, Stephen. I just hope it's better, but I think it's going to be good today. Hugh Freeze, Kirby Smart, Josh Heupel. Now, Josh Heupel, I'm not sure about, and Sark, but Kirby, Hugh, and Sark, that's where your fireworks going to come from today. Now, Josh might bring it because of the Nico situation. Hugh probably going to bring it because of the golf situation. Kirby going to bring it just because he's Kirby. Sark going to bring it because I think he's expecting a new child in the world. And y'all know Sark done caught it. And so, man, it's going to be exciting today, y'all. I really believe that. But yesterday was boring as all get out. I can see why they had them. I can see why they had them last. I can understand that. Excuse me. I can see why they had them first. Should have been last because all those guys, Sam Pittman and all them, they're going to be last. They got Coach DeBoer in them in the morning and everything. So it's going to be pretty exciting tomorrow. But today, fireworks, man. Hugh Freeze, Kirby Smart, Josh Heupel, Steve Sarkisian. I'm wondering now, this is what my question is to you all in the chat this morning. What do you think if you had to pick one of those coaches this morning? What would be your number one? And I mean a serious question. What would be your question? Me personally, I would want to ask Hugh Freeze. Now let me just be honest with you. I would want to ask Hugh Freeze, basically, and I know it would be sort of private, but how's your health? Where are you mentally? Knowing, that you have this. Now, let's just be honest now. I don't know if he's had surgery or what. I don't know. And that's not for me to know. But because of what we do know, I would ask him, where's your headspace? What's on your mind? You know, uh, how has this medical diagnosis, because all of us know about it, how has this affected your coaching? How has this affected your lifestyle? How, what are you doing? What are you doing that's different? What's up, Bino? The GM is here. The producer's here. The GM is here. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. But that's what I would have to ask Hugh Freeze. Mine wouldn't even be really a football related question. Mine would be more of a life question about, because you've gotten this diagnosis here. What is your approach now? What's the life lessons that you're even teaching your players? Things like that. That's what I would ask him. Then I would ask Kirby Smart. Kirby, now I know ain't nobody gonna stop and ask you this. You know what, Steven, I can't with you this morning, man. Freeze. Kirby Smart, I asked Kirby, when you gonna stop them guys from driving like they in the Indy 500 and all that kind of stuff? Y'all, Panama Jack is here. He's here early today. See, you missed out on it yesterday, Panama. What's up with you, man? I got to show this. FSU is back. Back what? Back. What you back from? I didn't know you ever went anywhere. About to get ready for work. Have a blessed day. I'm subscribed already. Hey, man. Thank you, Panama Jack. Thank you. Thank you for putting that plug out there, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for being subscribed. That's right. Hit that like button. Yeah, it don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. Look, when starting to hit that like button costs somebody, we all gonna get off of here. We all gonna get off of here. That's right. We all gonna get off of here then. Panama Jack, be careful out there, bro. Be careful out there, man. Getting ready for work, man. Be careful. Ask Kirby if he know they have no chance against Alabama. Man, Kirby started cut. Kirby probably cussed me out. Then I would ask Josh Heupel, how does it feel with life after Nico? I'm gonna tell you now, somebody that with Kirby, not Kirby, with Josh Heupel today, the Nico situation is gonna get brought up somewhere. Trust me on that. The Nico situation is gonna get brought up somewhere. Yesterday in the and what Jermaine was saying was true, but partly in that talk yesterday, especially with Brian Kelly, he talked a lot about this NIL stuff. This pay for play, this transfer portal. He talked about that, and you could tell even him and Lane Kiffin, they were both talking about it yesterday for real, man. And you could tell that we're in this era of college football now that really nobody is used to. Nobody's used to. And the way they're having to go about doing things, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It does bring a different damper on it puts a damper on some things. Because see, I'm from the era that when you said scholarship, that was that. You went to school, you went to class, you went and played games, and that was that. Now, were there some shenanigans going on? Yes, that was even going on back when I was coming along, but not to the extent of what you see now. You didn't see that back then like what you see now. So it goes to show that we're just in a different era. And there are some things that I'm just going to be honest with you. I understand it, but I really don't want to understand it because I feel like that even back in my day, we were just as good as some of these guys are now. And we got nothing in the deal. We didn't have no NIL, signing no NIL deal, and you still in high school. man, yeah, I would have signed with Adidas if they offered it for me. Shoot, because in my opinion, I was just as good as some of these cats are now back in my day. But didn't nobody offer me nothing. That's why I'm not in agreement with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so when Coach Saban was talking about it, see, first of all, and I'm gonna put that up there, Dwight. I'll see. There's a backdrop. There's a backdrop to that story to what Dwight is saying. See, Coach Saban was already being accused. He was already being accused of play. Blah, blah, blah. He was already being accused of paying players. Bama was winning championships, SEC championships, winning a lot of games year in and year out. He was accused of paying players. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Well, hold up. I'm gonna deal with that just a second, because that's not all Coach Prime said. We might talk a little bit about that when I come back on briefly after SEC Media Day. But let me tell you something. This NIL thing has really messed up a lot of things. It has gotten a lot of people disliked, if you will. And when Coach Saban just put it out there on the line about what was actually going on at Texas A&M, I'm telling you now, and if you don't believe it, go to YouTube, pull up Coach Saban talking about pay-for-play, Texas A&M, put in Coach Saban and Jimbo Fisher, something of that nature. You'll see Chris Stewart, the guy who's on the Dynasty with AJ and Trent. He was hosting Hey Coach, and that subject came up, and this was a few years ago. And you will see that everything, what Dwight is saying right here about what Coach Saban didn't want to pay kids, which was totally untrue. What he was saying, that there needed to be some regulations to go along with it. There needed to be regulations. There needed to be some stipulations. Don't just have a wild, wild west going. That's all he was saying. And so that particular attitude has come back, to hurt some folks and everything. And so now, speaking of Coach Prime, let's just be honest. This man gets a bum rap. I'm gonna talk SEC in just a minute, but I'm taking questions from the chat first. This man gets a bum rap. Honest to goodness, he ain't for all that. He don't. A lot of people is thinking that because it was his kids and this, that, and the third. He wanted his kids to get all they could get in NIL, this, that, and the third. But if you go back and you really listen to him, he was just like Coach Saban. There needs to be stipulations. There needed to be a cap. There needed to be regulations, because all of a sudden the main thing is not the main thing anymore. And that's all you were hearing yesterday from Brian Kelly, from Lane Kiffin, from even from Clark Lee at Vanderbilt. You were hearing this stuff. Shane Beamer, you were hearing this stuff. You was hearing a lot of talk yesterday about how many they graduating, and they want their student athletes to graduate, and this and that and the third. It wasn't a lot of talk, and that's what even Coach Prime is alluding to. Now, about this fining players for uniform violation like the NFL, I haven't quite heard that, but I'll dig into it, Ephraim. But I'm going to tell you like this, brother. If you're going to get paid like that, you need to bear the brunt of the responsibility like that. You're trying to be like them. You're getting put in that spotlight like them like that. Whether you want it or not, you want this, you want that, you want them, you want that jack, you want that cheddar, then you're gonna have to pay the cost. So I don't blame him on that. There needs to be stipulations all over the place. But for everybody, in every situation, in every situation. Because honest to goodness, y'all, don't look now, but that's where we're headed. We're going to be the college football is on the verge of being like the amateur league. That's not what I want to use, but it's almost like the NFL. What's up, Huggy? What's up? What's up? What's up? Mr. Auburn himself. What's up, my brother? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Man, I'm just, hey, we're going to make y'all throw in the towel, Huggy. We're going to make Auburn and everybody else, they're going to throw in the doggone towel. Whoop. You know how it go. You know how it go. Yeah, semi-pro. Thank you. That's the word I want to use. Semi-pro. Because, and I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. That's Mr. Huggy, Mr. War Eagle, Mr. Auburn himself. Yeah, him and Tez, good brother. And Double A, good morning to you. Roll Tide. Good morning and good morning. And that's right, throw in the towel and don't look back. That's right, throw in that towel. Ain't nothing wrong with throwing in the towel. When they done had look at when they done got the best of you, throw it on in. Live to fight another day. Live to play another day, man. Throw in that towel. Throw in the towel. That's the theme for today, Double A. Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. I call it minor league. It's been that way, just making it official. I agree with you, Huggy. I agree with you, Huggy. I agree with you. It's minor league. It's minor league. Because that's what happens, and that's what happens in minor league baseball. They're the same way. They're the same way. And then getting called up to the bigs. That's what happens. And it just has a different twist to it in college football. So, but yesterday, that's basically what was being talked about. You know, they didn't talk about how good the team was going to be, or like that, or man, Brian Kelly, man, I fell asleep on him. I'm going to have to go get me some no-dos today, but I'm pretty sure we won't have that today. But I'm pretty sure Hugh Freeze gonna come with the come on. Kirby Smart gonna come with it. Josh Heupel gonna get asked a million questions about Nico, and Steve Sarkisian. I want to know have his wife had their child yet and everything, because that's what the news was that she was expected, and they were having some situations, but they got back together, man. And I'm for all. Listen, even though I'm a guy, I love sports and this, that, and the third. Now I'm not gonna sit down and watch the Lifetime channel with nobody. Now I ain't finna do that. I ain't doing it. I'm not into all that kind of stuff. All that, Now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't misconstrue what Piano Man is trying to say. I'm all for hugging and kissing and squeezing and all that kind of stuff when it's happening to me. But I ain't finna sit down and watch it on TV. Now I ain't for all that there. I'm for all that. I'm for all that. But I want to see people make it. I want to see relationships make it. I want to see all that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? In real life. What's up, G Bama boy? Roll Tide. Yeah, I'm not going to sit down and watch the Lifetime channel and everything, but I like to see a Lifetime ending. You see what I'm saying? In real time. I want to see that. I really do. I want to see it. But I'm not going to sit there and watch, all that kind of stuff. What's up, B Sharp? Oh, there he is. It's B Sharp, everybody. Brisket, the main man. Mr. 1K on his way to 2K. I see Coach Carl, the one, the only, the philosophical one. Good morning, Coach. What the business is? Oh, yeah, my big brothers done made it now. Now I can talk all kind of smack. They'll understand. Coach Carl, you got to look him. We want to make them, hey, Coach Carl, we want to make everybody throw the towel in. All the opponents. I even want to see your opponents that you playing against, Coach, that you coaching against. I want to see them throw that towel in. Just say, I surrender. I surrender. We got to throw in the towel there, B Sharp. I want to see all opponents throw in the towel. That's right. Got to throw that towel in there. Got to give it up. I'm like Marvin Gaye. Got to give it up. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. They're going to have to give it up. That's what I want to see. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, it's a tough task. I know it is, but it's doable. It's doable. It's doable, Coach Carl. It's doable. Yeah, man. It's doable. Uh-huh. It's doable, man. It is doable. Show it. Whoop. Throw that towel in, player. Throw it in. Give it on up. They done took all your sixes. Uh-huh. That's what happened. When you fooling with the Tide, that's what happened. Yeah, Bama need to be back to tap out season. That's right. Got to make them tap out. You got to make them do this. So the referee. That's right. Uh-huh. Make them tap out. I'm just saying now. Make them tap out, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with making them tap out. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Yeah, thank you. Hit the like button, please. I don't know. I'm just doing what I do. Hit that like button. That's right. Tell them, Steven, make them quit. I want to see you quit. Because I got what it takes to make you quit. That's right. And that's what I want to see the Tide do to everybody. Make them quit. Make them quit. Got to make them quit. But this morning, I'm just telling y'all, it's going to be lit over there in Atlanta this morning at the Hall of Fame where they are with Media Day. I like I said, I would just ask Hugh Freeze, where's your mental space? How are you? Because with all the stuff that's being said about Auburn, is it true? What's really going on here? But trust me, he gonna come with the come on. I believe that. I believe he's gonna come with the come on this morning, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. That doggone Hugh Freeze gonna come with it this morning. Him and Kirby Smart. But I would love to ask Kirby Smart now. Is your second hobby race car driving? That's all seem like your folks get in trouble for. Race. Are you going, part of the Indy 500 or something? I'm just saying. I Huggy, man, make that thing work, bro. That's Huggy B. That's him. Huggy B, the man, Mr. Auburn, Mr. War Eagle himself. Man, have a good one, bro. Be safe out there. Do your thing, player. Do your thing. Do your thing. But it's going to be interesting today, and this is where I'm gonna be honest with you. This is where the sports talk versus the media days. Then you're going to see who's all on the if everybody's on the same page. I'm just being honest with you. Coach Carl, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Yes, sir. I'm just saying now. I'm just saying. I'm just asking a question, man. And so, and I'm just saying again. And Josh Heupel gonna get asked about the Nico situation until he's probably tired of listening to it. I'm just saying. So, they'll talk about their schedule. Matter of fact. Oh, there's my Bible. That's my Bible, y'all. And I'm gonna start. Well, let me start with Auburn. Let me start with Auburn. Right quick. We already know, and I'll just read the final analysis for everybody because we're gonna get up here in a few minutes so we can be ready for SEC Media Day. I got to go in here and get my snacks going and all that kind of stuff. But Auburn's best portal all season, along with key retentions, has given Hugh Freeze a chance to break through in year 3. If Arnold and the offense can't take a step after adding Singleton and others, there's a bigger problem going on. If Auburn wins a huge opener at Baylor, which I don't think they will, it could start strong. It could start strong and have a redemptive season under Freeze. I'm telling you now, I don't believe that Auburn is going to go into Baylor and beat them. I don't think that's going to happen. I know some people that disagree with me, and that's fine and cool. We all have our opinions about things, but I do not see Auburn going into Baylor and beat them. Baylor's going to be tough to beat over there. If Baylor was coming to Auburn at that cemetery, I give it to Auburn. I give it to them. But Baylor has something to prove in that Big 12 this year. Auburn has something to prove in the SEC, and Auburn has to prove to Auburn that they're still that they're actually good and everything. So I still don't see Auburn beat. I still don't see Auburn beat. Their schedule is as such: go to Baylor, they go to Baylor, then they play Ball State and South Alabama at home. They'll win those two. They go to Oklahoma. That's going to be an interesting game. Jackson Arnold goes back to Oklahoma. That's going to be an interesting game. Then they go to Texas A&M. Interesting. Then they play Georgia. Now, let me say something about this Georgia game. And I said it before. Mr. P, DSG's dad, and I were talking about this. Excuse me. Bama and Georgia gets played the hardest by Auburn, especially when we have to go over there to play them. Especially when we have to go over there to Auburn to play them. It's hard. And I'm gonna tell you now, it is hard as a Bama, as Bama and Georgia. It's hard beating Auburn in Auburn. It's hard to do it. Coach Saban said it best. It's just like it's cursed over there, man. It's hard to play over there. Crazy stuff happens. I remember one year I'm watching Georgia and Auburn playing. Georgia, be still. Georgia had them beat. And then out the clear blue sky, Auburn scores a touchdown. A few weeks later, what happens? Kick 6 with Alabama. Same year. I'm telling you. Like, just crazy. I'm just saying now. It's gonna be hard. And let's just be honest. The last 2 times Georgia and Auburn played, I'm just gonna be real with you. Auburn should have beat them. Auburn should have beat them. Brock Bowers totally took that game over. They were playing in Auburn one year. Yeah, 1 year. I think it was. I forgot what year it was. Brock Bowers took that game over. Auburn had them boys, man. Auburn had them. Couldn't stop Brock. Couldn't stop Ladd McConkey. That was it. It wasn't a running game. It was those short passes, and Brock just took them on down through there. I'm telling you. Now, Coach Carl said the defense should be elite. That defense should be elite, so they may be okay. It's the offense for Auburn. We're going to see, Coach. But y'all going to Dwight. Auburn need help from the bumblebees. They sure don't need no help from the honeybees. I'm just saying, they don't need no help there. My God, today. They don't need no help there. They don't need no help from the honeybees. The bumblebees maybe, but not the honeybees. See, because that's what part of the problem is. Too much honeybeeing going on around here. You need to be playing and you honeybeeing it. But anyway, that's a different subject for a different day. But I'm just saying, but on a serious tip, I just don't see see, you got LaToya started. She said, there you go. Auburn and Elite don't go together. But their defense is gonna be good because let me look at it right quick. Their defense, now I've heard a lot about it, but Keldrick Faulk, matter of fact, I think Keldrick Faulk is supposed to be there today. Yeah, it's gonna come back to them honeybees. And let me tell you something, LaToya, and that's the way God made it. I'm just gonna say that. I don't care if the sun ain't shining on a dog's behind with a net on it. That's the way God intended for it to be about them honeybees. And that's all right by me. That's right. In that area, I want what God wants. That's right. That's right. In all areas, I want what the Lord wants. But especially in that there, them honeybees is all right with me. Mm-hmm. But Keldrick Faulk, Quintrell Jamison Travis, Malik Blockton, Kieran Crawford, Caleb Wheatland, Jay Crawford, Kayan Lee, Rayan Strider, Caleb Harris, and Sylvester Smith. But thing about it is they only have 4 returning starters from on their defense coming back. But what happens is it's like what Coach Carl said. Defense should be elite. It should be elite. It should be in there. What's up, big dog? Gotta eat. What's up with you, my man? What the business is? I know you're gonna say go big old GBO, go big orange. You ready for Josh Heupel to take that podium this morning and talk about them Tennessee Volunteers? You should. You should. But I'm telling you, but I just don't believe that first game, and they said it yesterday, that first game sometimes says a lot about a team. So I'm going to say this like I forgot his name. He used to play for Texas too, but here we go. He said, he played for Miami. Excuse me. He said in the LSU Clemson game, he said, I'm telling you now, if LSU wins that first game, look out. Now, that's what he said. I'm saying this. If Auburn wins the first game, if they go into Baylor. Now, I know a lot of people might not want to give Baylor any credit. They don't want to show them any love and everything. But if they go into Baylor, if they go into Baylor and beat them, look out. Auburn's gonna be a problem for a lot of teams. There are gonna be a lot of problems for a lot of teams. Okay. LaToya, he was blowing smoke yesterday. I fell asleep. I'm talking about, it was so much smoke being blown. He was blowing smoke like a chimney stack. I'm telling you now, he was blowing it like a chimney stack. It is what it is. So anyway, that was Auburn. I'm gonna read the final analysis of Georgia. Let's see if any of these final analysis versus what these coaches are going to say today, will anything match up? I don't think too much going to be said, but Georgia remains one of the most talented teams in college football. But for the first time in years, it's not turning the bulk of its major contributors. The season will hinge largely on having a bounce-back season on the offensive side while breaking in a new quarterback. Finding a run game, something that was missing last season, is a top priority. The defense isn't without warts, but it's loaded with speed and size. And let's bear in mind, on the depth chart of Georgia, they have 4 offensive starters returning, which is Dylan Bell, Ernest Green, Oscar Delp. Oscar Delp was supposed to have been the answer for the next Brock Bowers. He hasn't been that yet. And then there's Lawson Lucky, who's also a tight end. And they have 3 returning starters on defense: Christian Miller, C.J. Allen, who's supposed to be there today, Dalen Everett, I think he's supposed to be there today. And that's basically it. And so, but they added Gunnar Stockton. They have Nate Frazier. They have Kobe Young, Zachariah Branch. They built their offense basically on transfer guys. Okay. So it's going to be quite interesting with Georgia. Georgia, let me see, Auburn, Georgia, then Tennessee. Their final analysis will be Tennessee reached the college football playoff behind Sampson and his defense in 2024. It'll likely need a similar path to success in 2025, but the ceiling appears lower. The offense has a lot of question marks, which makes it hard to safely predict another 10-win season. The focus will be on how quickly Aguilar takes over and masters the offense. That's what I've been saying a while now. All they did, switch out. Hey, good morning, Kimberly, Sissy, good morning, Roll Tide. It will depend on how Aguilar goes. It's going to be just like the case is with Florida. I've said with Florida, so goes DJ Lagway, so goes Florida, so goes Joey Aguilar, so goes Tennessee. That's how that's going to run. And that's going to be the final analysis. And remember, on their depth chart, they have 3 on offense coming back, 7 on defense. So their defense should be straight, holding them in game, keeping them in games until the offense can balance them on out. And then you have Texas. Their final analysis, got to get ready to get up out of here. Their final analysis, the Longhorns, who reeled in the nation's top recruiting class in 2025, have national title aspirations despite trying to replace 14 players who were invited to the NFL scouting combine. Reminiscent of his mentor, Nick Saban, Sarkisian has added his football staff, including former West Virginia head coach Neil Brown. Texas season opener at defending national champ Ohio State on August 30 is an opportunity for Manning and the Longhorns to serve notice to the rest of the nation. I know I have some friends that wants to see Texas win that game and everything. I don't. Texas is my enemy. They're in the SEC. I only care about Alabama Crimson Tide. And so if they ain't wearing crimson, you know what the rest of the story says. You already know. So I'm pulling, and I don't like Ohio State either. Don't get it wrong. You know. Latoya, okay, I'm glad you put that. I'm glad you brought that. Wait a minute. Okay, Nietzsche, we'll be over there for dinner after a while. Piano Man, what time are you coming back on today? Expect me around the 3 o'clock hour. Around 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. I will be on for just a few minutes, just recapping what's what on SEC Media Day. Tonight, B Sharp comes on, and I know he's gonna take it there too. So, but I will be back around 3 o'clock Central Standard Time for just about anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes. That's gonna be about it. Okay, and so that's what time we're coming back on. So y'all just meet me back here around the 3 o'clock hour. Okay. Good. Thank you. If you can come back, come back. We just be here for a few minutes. We're just going to talk about the Auburn, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, what coaches said, what some of the players are saying, this, that, and the third. My prayer is that our hope is better than yesterday. Our hope is better than yesterday. Yesterday was just like totally boring. I talked with Ron Fowler last night. They were up there on what they call Radio Row. And so He had some interesting guests on yesterday, and SEC Media Day. It is what it is. One of these days, the Lord is going to bless me to go, and I'm going to be on Radio Row. I'm going to be right there, like it or not. So, we're gonna, shoot for that. But that's why we're working hard here to do all that. Let me see, what's what? No, Latoya, not today. Not today. No, and no. Long as somebody don't start talking about honeybees, we're good. We're good. We are good. So this morning, that's the show. So we're going to tune in. Let's see what Hugh Freeze, Kirby Smart, Josh Heupel, Steve Sarkisian has to say. Thank you. Thank you, Anitra. Long as we got some good vegetables over there, we talking straight and everything. I've got some okra coming, and I'm going to pick it up. I love myself some okra, especially okra in my peas with a good old tomato in there. Man, yeah, country eating and some good old cornbread. That's some good eating. But anyway, thankful for 30 of y'all in the chat. Yeah, thank you, Latoya. I can't wait either. And I'm putting it in the atmosphere because that's what my brother B Sharp, and that's what Coach Carl says all the time. Put it in the atmosphere. And that's what the Lord says. Tell him what you want. Tell him and listen, you delight yourself in the Lord, he'll give you the desires of your heart. And that's one of the desires of my heart, to be able to be on Radio Row just as a podcaster and just interviewing people. Fruit for breakfast as well. Yeah. Yesterday for breakfast, I had me some collard greens. Sure did. Anyway, but y'all, that's the show for this morning. Let's get ready for SEC Media Day. So you know how I do it. Hey, shout out to all content creators and podcasters everywhere. Listen, our work is being recognized, appreciated. Our voices are being heard. Our faces are being remembered. Keep doing your thing. Keep your head to the sky. No need in being jealous of another content creator or podcaster. Stay in your lane. What you do, cook in the kitchen. Kitchen big enough for everybody to cook, and what? Everybody eats. Ain't that what it's all about? So do your thing. In the words of my pastor, Bishop Kenneth Preston, stay focused, drive, go forward in Jesus' name. Now, I may not see you personally today or tomorrow, but I'm going to see you in the long run. Oh, and just remember, I'm no expert, but I know what I'm talking about. So until this evening around the 3 o'clock hour, God bless you. Have a great day. Forget them trees, hedges, and everybody else that Bama plays, and roll tide. FSU, you're first. Buster, if you hadn't got a job, you need one. Billy, you still too short to play basketball. And three-stroke Charlie, you got a problem. Buster, don't get your job today. Don't just sit down hoping and wishing. It's not gonna just fall down out the sky. Go get the job. Okay? Three-stroke Charlie. Got a problem, player. Go get it solved. Billy, you still too short to play basketball. All right. And don't get flagged on YouTube like I did. All right. Everybody have a good day. I'll see you and thank you for your support. I love you all. Roll Tide. See you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm out.